Hey guys, it's Christine, also known as IvyWinter. Thanks for joining me for another Wedding Wednesdays. I picked my dress. I finally did it. It only took 2 shopping trips to do it. So that's really exciting. If you guys saw one of my first Wedding Wednesday videos, then you probably know that I went dress shopping like 3 weeks ago, and I went with my future mother-in-law and tried on a bunch of dresses, and there was one that I really loved, but I wasn't sure. I didn't want to decide immediately the first time I tried on dresses because, I wanted to have a few more options, but I also know that I didn't want to have too many options because I knew that that would lead to badness. So I decided to go for one more day, and I kind of went with the hopes that I was going to choose my dress that day. Of course, I was open-minded that if I found nothing, okay, no big deal. I still had a little bit more time. So I went to BHLDN, which is Anthropologie's bridal line. And then I went back to the original bridal shop that I tried on the first dress that I loved afterwards, because it had been 3 weeks and I wanted to try it on again. And I especially wanted to do it after going to BHLDN in case I loved something at BHLDN, just to kind of compare everything all together. I just felt like it was the best way to do things. So BHLDN, let's talk a little bit about that first. I went to the location in the Upper East Side. I believe it is 71st and 3rd is the location in New York. There's 2 BHLDN locations, I believe, one in Midtown and one on the Upper East. The Upper East one had a little bit better reviews than the Midtown one, but both of them kind of had meh reviews. And I guess it's because it is owned by Anthropologie. It is in an Anthropologie store, so it's a very different experience than going to an actual dedicated bridal boutique. So, I'm sure there are differences for that, and people, I guess, docked points for that. I, on the other hand, had a great experience, actually, as great as I could in a retail store like that. I went with my maid of honor and 2 bridesmaids and was greeted by my stylist named Maria, who was a doll. She was such a pleasure to work with, so if you do get to go to that location and you work with Maria, she is the best. And she brought me to the racks of all of the dresses that they have. They don't have like a ton. They have, I guess, like 3 or 4 racks of dresses that you can go through. And then they also have separates. So if you don't want to do a full dress, but you really like one of their long skirts and tops, you can like mix and match, which is really interesting if that's more your style. But yeah, she had some dresses that were already on a list from when I made my appointment online. You can list the dresses that you liked. But then she also just let me comb through all of the dresses and like choose some extra ones that I wanted to try on. She didn't pressure me into anything specifically. Didn't really talk budget, but BHLDN's budget is like their prices of their dresses are far less than if you go to most other designers. That's kind of the appeal of them. So took a bunch of dresses. We went down to try them on. The one thing I didn't love about trying them on is that it is basically, a fitting room that's like a public fitting room. I mean, changing room, fitting room, but when you come out to try on the dresses, you are in front of everybody. So not just the people you're with, but like total strangers. So I would like walk out of the fitting room and walk past these girls who were like trying on bridesmaid dresses. I would have to stand on the pedestal and had like random women making comments about how beautiful dresses were on me. It was really weird. So if that is not your thing and you want a very private experience, then BHLDN is not it for you, because you're going to be up there in front of, I don't know, a whole bunch of people you don't know. Luckily, they were all super nice and they thought everything looked good on me, which didn't really help in my decision making, but yeah. So I'm actually going to show you a couple of pictures of the dresses I didn't choose. And I know there are more somewhere in the phones of my bridesmaids, but this is what I have right now. So first, I'm going to show you a photo of the first dress that I really liked. As I was going through all the dresses, this is the one that I was like, oh, okay, this is a strong contender. Strapless, flowy, simple, but like really nice. And it was just super flattering and I liked it a lot. And this was the one that was about, I think it's called the freesia gown. and it's about $900 on the website. So pretty affordable considering for a wedding dress. And then next I tried on this other slinkier, tighter dress that was like gorgeous, but not my style. It just wasn't me. Like, it looked beautiful. I think I looked good in it, but it was when I realized that like the more form-fitting sheath dresses just aren't my style. I knew I wasn't going to be comfortable in that all night, so it was just a big no. I did love the train. It was amazing. Like, they totally, brought it all out to show what it looked like in full. But my stylist brought up a good point that like it would be really high maintenance, and the only time it's gonna look that full and beautiful is like during pictures when it's like somebody's there to do that. Otherwise, it wasn't gonna look like that. So I thought it was really nice to see myself in a dress like that, but it didn't feel inherently me. And then I tried on the Cassia dress, and I thought this one was going to be it. I really loved it. She added a belt to it because otherwise it's pretty plain. I really liked the straps along it. I liked how light and flowy the skirt felt. Didn't really have much of a train. I mean, it has like a little bit of length to it. And I kind of was disappointed in that, but otherwise I thought, man, this dress is really flattering. I think this might be it. I don't know. I really love it. And everybody there loved it. My bridesmaids loved it and all of that. And stylist loved it. And so I said, yeah, I think this might be it, but like, give me the information. I don't want to make a decision right here, right now, because I still have to go try on this other dress that I'm going back to. So we leave Beholden, have the information in case I need it, and we head down to the other bridal shop, and come in, I see the woman who runs it. She's so happy to see me. She pulls out the dress. I try it on. I come out, and my bridesmaids are like, whoa, this is a really hard decision. And I was like, I know. I mean, the other one's so lovely. This is really nice too. I don't know which one I want to try, which one I want to get, and I'm really torn. I was just having a hard time because they were just both beautiful, and I just didn't think I was going to be in a situation like that. I always thought I was going to, like, find the one that was, like, way above all the others, and, like, it would be a standout, and I would know. And so I was having a little bit of a moment of, like, I'm not sure, but, like, something feels right about this other dress. It is granted more traditional, and when I say traditional, I just mean Beholden has this very bohemian fairy tale look to it, as you can see in the photo of that dress I almost got. And so, not to say that isn't, beautiful and wedding-y, it is, but this other dress that I went with is more what you would picture as a traditional styled dress, I guess. And I was like, what do I want? What's the look that I want? And I think everyone kind of agreed with me that although the other dress was beautiful and there was no denying that, it felt like more of a beachy dress or a daytime garden wedding dress. And I'm getting married in this like 1920s mansion, Park Avenue, New York, and it is a nighttime wedding and it is formal, and I do want to have a dress that people are like, whoa, look at that dress. And I feel like this other dress is that. Whereas the Beholden dress is like, oh, wow, that's really beautiful. There's nothing about it that like stands out as like special. And I think that this other dress is, I don't know, more special. Anyway, I'm not showing you a picture of it, whatever. I'm not putting it out there into the ether. Only my bridesmaids and my bridesmen have seen it. My father has seen it, but that's about it. Totally under wraps. So that was it. I decided to go with it. I ordered it. My best friend, who's my maid of honor, made a little say yes to the dress sign. So we took photos both with the dress on, but also without. So you can post that on social media. Some of you might have seen that. And it was really exciting to like pick it. I ended up staying under budget, which last time we spoke, I said it was about $2,000. So even with tax and shipping, I was under budget, which was great. It doesn't come in for 5 months, which is forever. By the way, my wedding's in like 7.5 months. So like, I mean, that's more than enough time to like have fittings. But like 5 months, what is up with that? Like I was doing research into like why does it take so long for wedding dresses to come in general? And like, I mean, it all depends on like the designer and where you're getting it. And like David's bridal doesn't take that long typically, but like these other designers do, and whatever. But that's just absurd that I just purchased this beautiful dress and I don't get to see it for 5 months. I mean, if I'm lucky, maybe sooner. I think a lot of times they say that to kind of cover their asses, basically. But oh my god, I don't get to see it for like 5 months. And so I also feel like buying accessories is difficult. You know, I'm kind of like looking at shoes and looking at jewelry just to start looking. And it's like I keep having to reference back to a photo of this dress because I don't really know, you know. But yeah, I'm really excited. I think I did have a moment after I was looking at the photos back and forth between the two dresses I liked, and I was like, did I make the right decision? And I think the truth of the matter is you're going to find dresses that look good on you, like multiple dresses. Like, that's totally plausible and possible. And I don't think that either one is a wrong decision. Like, I think that both dresses I would have looked beautiful in no matter what. It's just, you know, I decided to go with this other one. But it was a little bit, like I said, of a shock that I didn't just find like the one and everything else was like fine, you know. It was like I was actually having a little bit of a hard time between the two of them. But I think the best thing that you can do for yourself and I can do for myself is not sit there and compare and wonder and think, should I have done the other thing? I don't think that's helpful. Like, there's probably a million dresses out there for everybody that would like look good on them, you know. So don't sit there and think grass is greener, because I think that's how that whole like wedding dress regret thing happens, because you just keep comparing and wondering like, oh, is there something better, is there something better? And it's like, don't do that. If you find one that's lovely on you, just go with that one. So I kind of had to stop myself from like constantly comparing because I wasn't sure. Anyway, so that's it. That was my whole experience. I recommend Beholden if you want more of freedom with like return policy and ordering and quickness to turn around and all of that. I don't recommend it if you want more of that bridal feeling. You're not going to get that there. You're like in an Anthropologie basically. So if you want, I don't know, the specialness of like being in a boutique by yourself or something, like don't go there. But I say check it out if their style is your kind of thing. I know I'm still looking at it for possibly rehearsal dinner dresses because their stuff is lovely in general. So yeah, don't rule it out. And I don't know, just go with your gut on dresses and realize that like maybe there's more than one that you could go with, but I don't think there's like a wrong choice. You know what I mean? Thank you for watching another Wedding Wednesday video. I would love to hear what you guys think my dress looks like. I'm not going to tell you, but I'm curious. What do you think it looks like? What's the color? What's the design? Is it strapless? Does it have sleeves? Like, is it full length? Is it a crazy train? No Ozzy Osbourne pun intended. I want to know what you think that I actually picked, because it'll be really interesting to see who is the closest. And Rob, you don't get to weigh in on this because you know what it looks like. So don't comment. Anyway, thank you for watching another video. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, please subscribe. And that's it. I appreciate the time that you spent with me. All right, see you guys later. Bye.